2019 Mountain Dew GSL Season 3 Code S Reversal.
Welcome back. We're going to go to herO versus TY. We just saw Trap win 2-1 against Kira, but it was a good series. Kira really showing that there's some pretty damn robust pushes.
Yeah. I tell you,
Terran.
like, just from that series, looking at that, I'm excited about what the future might look like for TVP. You know, obviously Terrans have been kind of sore on the matchup for quite some time, but yeah, I mean, it's going to take a while to boil down. And I'm excited to see what happens here, right? Because TY, I would generally say, is in my opinion, the smartest player out there, basically. You know, I don't know, maybe Cyril's smarter or something, but like TY is as smart as you really get for the Terran race. And then you've got him going up against someone who is a creative, aggressive, strong micro-based player.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's definitely a very big clash of styles here.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see what herO brings here. Now, let's remember that herO for a little bit looked like he was about to reach the highest echelons of Protoss about 2 years ago.
That's right.
And he's been falling off. And I would not say he's gotten back on the horse. I don't like
Lately,
using that metaphor.
He's been looking a lot better,
He's
though,
looking
right?
better. Yeah, but he's not like back to where he was.
No.
And I really thought herO was going to keep dominating. I mean,
I thought he was going to be the best Protoss in the world.
Yeah. I mean,
for
he
a long
was
time.
Exactly. And so I'm very curious to see what he's going to do here. He's against TY, who is probably easily one of the top 3 hardest people to prep against for in a tournament, because TY is so refined. Now, keep in mind, TY has been casting a lot, though, too. He hasn't as much time to practice, as he's now our main GSL caster, who also plays in this tournament. So let's see what happens.
Well,
that's what you do if you're a caster.
yeah.
I'm
Well, you're a caster, and I know you do that.
I do. So, I love this thing we've been doing lately where we're talking about, you know, if TY wins, we now know that casters are better than pro gamers. The game.
I've always suspected as much. I'm glad that it's finally been proven.
When Shine got second, that was a big moment for observers everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
In ASL. It's time to figure out if it's the pro gamers or the observers who are better.
Man, so double proxy barracks right there, right close. Interesting that we saw the pylon instigate and send the probe. See if he does anything further off that. Okay, comes up, realizes, oh, we're in Proxy City.
Yeah.
This is funny because, you know, obviously you look at this. If you just showed me the mini-map, I'd be like, how does Zerg have 2 barracks in the center of the map? Because this looks like an anti-Zerg wall-in from Protoss.
Yeah.
Obviously, something like this is kind of like the do or die. If Terran breaks through that area, normally your tech is in the main, and then this would be a lot easier to hold and maybe does a contain. But here it's like, this is going to be a very decisive battle.
Yeah, it really will be. Let's see. God, the fact that the pylon's out here at the entrance just changes everything, man. Everything becomes way more complicated.
Yeah.
Because what's intended, you know, when you have wall-ins, it is intended to hold attacks, just not this early. You know, so you're in this awkward moment. Oh, wow, and with this many SCVs being pulled, oh, I think herO might be in huge trouble.
Yeah. This
now,
is not the situation
that's
you're
a second pylon being made. I'm sorry, the Robo's being made at the entrance, too?
No, the Robo, I believe, is
sorry.
in the main base.
I'm sorry, these are actually 2 batteries also, not a second pylon.
Ooh.
Totally off here, excuse me.
Zealot going down.
Oh my God.
So many SCVs here. This is looking so bad right now. I'm surprised he popped it on that side.
Yeah, well,
That's
what's funny is that the probe's actually going to get the good drill off, but yeah, the Stalker is going to get totally killed right before the battery can finish as well. Oh my God.
If the battery saved that Stalker, that would be amazing. A lot of probes ending up falling here. The SCVs are still alive. They're coming to fight the probes, I think.
That was really sick.
Good micro.
Probes have never looked scarier. The problem, though, is that he's not mining anywhere near as much. It's 12. Oh, my God. He literally was not mining at all. He was mining actually 1 gas, which was an error there. Since that's obviously never the thing that you want when you're being all in is 1 guy mining gas. There are a few absolutes in StarCraft, but that is certainly one rule you can live by. Is when you're trying to lob an all in, there's never supposed to be one probe and gas and nothing else mining.
That is not.
Yeah.
That is not how to make your economy exactly how you want it.
Yeah.
Look at his gas. It just sits at 87 right now.
Yeah.
He's like, well, thank God I have that 87 gas.
I guess when this rush is finally over, I can mine just for another 2 seconds and have 100 gas to upgrade something.
Yeah. That's funny. So 12 probes end up going down. That is a lot of probes dying. hero's economy is just destroyed. Yeah. How do you recover from something like this? Obviously, you've got to put your money into making probes. You probably want your Nexus, but you can't really afford it.
We're actually also in a new patch here, and this build is going to be completely thrown off.
Yeah.
Whatever he was intending to do.
Totally.
TY with an excellent opener so far, definitely seizing control of this game. Ooh. And a good Reaper Scout to come in here and get an idea of what exactly is going on. Even getting another probe kill.
That's painful. He sees the Robo coming up as well. That's a big deal.
Oh, I hadn't noticed this until now, but I love the landed barracks here.
Yeah.
While he's scouting with the Reaper, so there's not even more time to then try to come in there and kill the barracks, so you can't even make the Nexus there. That is so good. Mm-hmm. TY is a murderer.
Yeah, this situation is just so awful. Okay, 2 more gates. We see where hero's going with this. This will be an all-in with a Warp Prism. I mean, I think it's probably the best you can come up with. He doesn't even want the Nexus, right? This probe is red herring, right? Yes.
So he has the probe down here to make it look like, oh, I want to make a Nexus. Move this barracks out of the way. I want to expand so bad to go in a macro game. Oh, come on. Let me make a macro game.
With a second Nexus, I can remake all the probes you killed.
And now that it's gone, he's twirling his mustache. I'm going to do a Warp Prism all-in.
Yeah. We'll see how strong his micro is here, but you see that Viking that's on the way? TY is completely aware of the various things that could be coming here, and I don't think he believes a Nexus is one of them. You know, if he gets, he's going to grab like a siege tank too, I betcha. You have a Viking to push back the Prism, you have a siege tank to zone everything out. Maybe even, he has the bunker still in his main base. That's actually super helpful. Don't sell that. Keep that right there. Good stuff.
Okay, we have the Protoss beginning the push out. Now, Terran's turtled up. Terran's in an okay position. If the CC were on the low ground, we'd be much more worried. But again, when you do a rush like we saw earlier on in the Terran, you still are a little bit slowed down as far as production back at home. Now, it seems like there is just barely not enough Marines to drive this away. 2 or 3 more, and maybe he couldn't land this. So SCVs are going to be pulled here. We're getting to see more units get elevated in here. 1 Stalker goes down. The Warp Prism's being used to juggle. The tank is out. The Warp Prism goes down. And I believe this attack has been completely thwarted. GG, TY wins with some scumbag proxy play. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
By the way, he played that perfectly from start to finish. Even though herO had a really nice hold, he navigated the game beautifully.
Well, herO was in trouble as soon as he decided to make his buildings on the low ground. You know, what else can really be said? You're screwed at that point.
You know, when you see those wall-ins on the low ground, they are intended to hold off attacks, but much later on. So when you have this crazy rush...
It's like an anti-Hellion / anti-Scout type of situation.
Yeah. You're setting up for later on, but then when you get rushed like that, you suddenly have all of your important structures away from where your workers are, and you need workers to defend with insane rush. I don't know. I mean, everything was off. Most importantly, the big takeaway from that is you never want to have just 1 probe mining gas back at home when you're getting all in. That's never, ever good.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to Cyberforce for Game 2. We will have Winter's Gate for Game 3, so we'll be back on one of our new maps. If we do go to Game 3, I don't know if we will. TY is looking pretty damn solid.
All right. Looking forward to it. Let's do it, Tasteless.
Here we go.
Away.
Ready, set, go!
Triumphant Song Gaming, herO.
It's funny, the low ground pylon again in front of the natural. Imagine if TY just randomly decided to have a proxy barracks marine. And then at the end, there's an interview like, how did you know? How did you know he would do that? He's like, I'm a commentator. I just have to cheese now. That's how it goes.
I can't play late game anymore. It's too much stuff to do.
The only honorable commentators are Tosis, okay? The rest of us are cheesy bastards.
More herO support here. With a Triumphant Song Gaming shirt as well.
Oh, cool.
But over here we have Splice shirts. What does that mean? What do you make of that, Artosis?
Well, probably TY fans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot. JY's on Splice. Excuse me. I'm really dumb. Excuse me.
Look, double gas. So herO's doing something.
Yeah.
What is he doing now?
I don't know.
Okay.
You really put me on the spot here, Toes. I don't have all the answers.
No, it's not.
Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Look at that. The patience to pull that probe back.
So, you know, when you see two gases, even though there's...
Oh!
Oh, my God!
I can't believe that probe came down.
That probe
He's like, I'm going to get my revenge on you, probe!
Did you see when the probe for a second actually had 2 range in that fight? That was crazy. Now, when you see 2 gases like this, you know that the Protoss is going to go in for an attack right away. So, you know, having the pylon on the low ground, it can lead you to believe, all right, he's setting up for a later game. When in fact, yeah, this is going to be an attack right away here.
Yeah, he's already got his Zealot almost across the map right now. And he actually, yeah, there was no Reaper, so just going Reactor Marines right now. This is going to be very annoying because he can 2-shot that SCV with the Zealot.
So he's going to be coming up here now, putting a lot of pressure on with the Zealot and the probe.
Ooh, a bit of a misclick there. I believe he just targeted the depot, so taking a bunch of extra damage.
Oh, he just barely is not going to be able to finish his CC again here. Very annoying moment. He's going to actually get the kill on this one SCV. This is actually really starting to slow TY down.
No, totally it is. His micro's good, though, right? He's not losing SCVs, which is quite important.
Yeah.
Taking a lot of damage, though. And this Oracle is obviously going to be quite scary. Okay, he's only lost a couple SCVs so far, though. Keeps on trying to build it with red or orange and yellow SCVs. It's pretty hard to do.
Okay, he's getting that pretty low, and it looks like this should be the end of the rush here.
Yeah, but
actually,
I
say that. Yeah, excuse me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, of course, no, the Oracle's gonna be coming up here.
Yeah, I mean the ground rush seems to be pretty much over, but with this Oracle's help, anything could happen.
Okay, so now there's no anti-air. Now, can you get this SCV? Oh my God! If you could, yeah, perfect. Denying the CC from finishing is slowing down Terran to such an insane degree. Wow. And from here, I think he can actually resume ground pressure, right?
Well, I guess he's got to stop this Hellion first.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the damage has been pretty much done, right? He's done enough to really validate this opener that he had.
Oh, okay. Overextension there, but I would say, you know, big picture here, herO's rush absolutely succeeding in what it was designed to do.
Yeah, no, he did really good damage there, but TY held on well enough that it's still a game. Okay, some more Adepts and Oracles being made, so we could see phase 2 of aggression here. You know, shade in with those Adepts, the Oracles coming in as well to support after you reduce this many Marines early on. Definitely moves like this can be strong. We've seen a lot of players mess around with stuff like this.
Should he go for it? This actually is enough.
Wow.
Yeah. With 2 Oracles and 2 Adepts, you can just barely... And he even denies the bunker.
I think because...
Well, now
isn't there still a mine there? Isn't there still a mine, like, above
I actually am not sure. But that's a really...
if there's a mine, really I feel like you can't do it. If there's not, I feel like you can, barely.
We're now switching into Stalkers here.
It's funny that this Viking is over here, by the way.
Yeah. It's like it's looking for Overlords right now. It's in the wrong matchup.
Well, it holds position there and acts like an Overlord, but then Protoss can see it because he has flying units. What is this?
3 Oracles are going up. It is an odd look. All right, so this is happening in this game. Now, he's going to come in here possibly with these Oracles at attack. I guess with the Viking on, he should just turn around, though.
Yeah, this could be over. You know, it might be time to.
It might be time to actually slow down, yeah, and just start to play a macro game here.
Now, even though it feels like herO's done a decent amount,
yeah,
his actual army strength isn't very high, and his Twilight and his Forge coming up after this 3rd Nexus. That means his upgrades are not going to come out that quickly.
Do you think Terran, actually, just judging by what the setup is inside of TY's base, Terran's going to set up for a push pretty soon here?
Yeah, I think for sure that we're going to see TY put on some pressure. We'll see. I don't think he's going to add 2 more barracks like we saw before, but just the fact that the stim is going to come out a bit quicker means that I think there is going to be a window for him to put on that pressure. Just have to wait and see when, if ever, he throws down that third command. Does he throw it down before more production facilities or not?
Never mind. Do you see what I see? Yeah. Well, forever high school here at GSL. So we got 5 gates coming down, and you know, once those gates get done, I'm not sure how strong the Protoss is going to be against this attack, but
it's a lot of Marines that are being made.
Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my head around these timing attacks from Terran here.
Yeah, they're just coming out a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's going to have like three siege tanks and a hell of a lot of Marines with stim, but no +1, no combat shields as of yet. I'm glad that he's clearing this a little bit. Stasis wards could be key here, like we saw in a previous game today. It's funny when you do some of these Oracle openings, you have this little window of fragility that the stasis wards can really help you with. But if they just kind of scan them all, occasionally you just like they stim up and you're like, oh yeah, no, I don't have any health on any of my units or damage. It's it's like, yeah, I have 8 stalkers and blink isn't done. Like, oh no, I needed those stasis wards.
It's absolutely true too. So we can see.
Oh, that scan barely misses it, laying 2 more.
Now I think most certainly he's going to run into those.
Oh.
But I mean, herO has the right idea. I mean, you need to booby trap the map as much as possible.
Oh, man. Okay, so he sees what's going on. He sees the amount of Zealots, which is really funny. This is such a Zealot-heavy army.
There's the other SCV.
This is so funny to watch TY do this. He's like, yeah, no, you have 3 Oracles. I know what's up.
Yeah, I know this game too well.
Yeah.
You want me to get stuck. He's like, well, when these SCVs are done, I'm going to kill him.
Makes a force field donut around him. Like, I think that's overkill there. You don't need to trap them. They're ultras. They're not going to get away. Like,
if they're ultras, they would have stepped on it, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, too, Tasteless. He's extra stupid then, isn't he?
Touché, Tasteless. So now, you know, that third base is really kicked. Oh, my God. All right, so this is the timing of the timing. The boys have been pulled.
Well, I'm glad he's pushing through the thinnest area of the map that's now been made thinner.
Yeah.
The fact that every push goes right through there.
Your entire army will have to go single file through here, sir.
Yeah. It's like, no problem.
That's
Even
fine.
more
Line
single
up, boys.
final.
Okay, this is not going to end well for Protoss, I believe. This is just, we are watching everything get completely annihilated, and TY should be going on to the winner's match here, right? I mean, this is just a crushing blow. Now, all the SCVs have been killed off, but it's the bulk of the Terran's army that is going to remain here.
Yeah, he's definitely got a much stronger army. The Archons are trying to do their work. He gets an Immortal on top of the tanks, which is definitely helpful, and he actually saved the Archons. Can he save that? Pick it up! You have a Warp Prism! Don't you play PvZ? First time I ever saw an Immortal die with a Warp Prism near it. That's crazy. He just doesn't know what matchup
As long as you
in.
got one Immortal and a Warp Prism, it's still a game of chance. You have no idea. It could be a maxed out Terran army. You're like, well, hold on, guys. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. This one also not.
TY would be dead by now if he had picked up that Immortal.
That Immortal would already be back inside the Terran's base killing SCVs.
Man, this is so micro-heavy. Look at how many medevacs he has right here. Really gives him a bit of sustain with this push, considering he has so few workers left over.
And I thought it was over. I was totally wrong. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, the Protoss
no need to apologize,
survived.
Tasteless. Anyone who thought Tasteless was wrong, you're a dummy. Get out of here.
I really thought that he was going to push through and crush him there, but I guess I'm still getting a handle on the current state of StarCraft 2. And everything's been adjusted a little bit, but yeah.
It was great for him to save those Archons. Like, he didn't let them take too much shield damage.
The Archons champion that comeback there.
Really did.
And now TY is in a real dilemma here because, you know, TY invested the entire game into that SCV pull with the tanks and the Marines coming out here. So now, I mean, this is herO's late game. He gets to have all the benefits of this.
Yeah, his economy is very much stronger than his opponent. Some good mines right there, though. This still can go to TY. He's picking off a lot of these units. Immortals don't fare as well.
War prison, but he just can't quite get close enough.
Oh, he's going to break through, it looks like. Ooh, all right. Very nice micro right there by TY. Forces everything back. Once again, he still has the better army, but like, is herO actually going to like go through this little choke and attack with much less army supply?
Let's do it. I vote yes.
Yeah. He's going to go do a Zealot drop over here, not as if there's any SCVs left in the main to kill, but we'll see what he gets done.
This is where we go back and TY just has one SCV mining gas and nothing else.
It's like, you guys are dumb. This is the build.
Yeah. So, this is only going to get worse for TY. TY is getting stretched so thin here. He absolutely has to make these pushes work. Well, there is not a real plan B here for him.
The Liberators and Mines give him some real opportunities here.
I think there's just too much.
Yeah,
right? I mean,
probably.
There's moments where it's like Stalkers alone can just do it. So GG, herO comes back. We're tied up 1-1.
Cool game. Nice hold there by herO.
Really nice hold.
Like, obviously his opening was strong, and but the push from TY looked very, very scary indeed. I think those were really clutch Archons. Those really were the backbone of his defense there. And the fact that he took the engage for a little bit, it looked like he was losing, pulled back, bought a little bit of time, let his Archons get some of that splash and push those Marines back. They really helped to keep everything off of like his Immortal and what was it, like a Stalker and a Zealot going over after the tanks. So I mean, it was a good hold.
But I like the idea of what TY was doing. Let's remember that herO almost forced TY into that kind of position. herO was beating down on TY early on. That CC took like 100 years to finish. So we're going to go
200 years even.
200.
It was almost Tastus's 3,000th birthday by the time that finished.
Winter's Gate is going to be map 3. We're finally on one of our new maps. Let's go!
Fight.
Wow!
Triumphant Song Gaming, herO. Splice, TY.
All right, so here we are on Winter's Gate. This is one of the new ladder maps. Obviously, we've added it along with Triton to the GSL Code S.
All the nerds are here.
That's right.
They came to the right place. They could have been anywhere in the whole world, but they came here.
Well, this is where you would choose to be.
This is where you need to be.
You know, when people ask you, like, hey, you're on death row, it's your last meal, what do you want? I want to be at GSL. That's what you're supposed to say. It's the only right answer.
And they say,
like,
sir,
no, I'm asking about
that's not a food.
I want to be at GSL.
Yeah,
and they're like,
all right, just put him in the chair. This is being difficult.
Totally.
Oh, I actually wasn't looking at the first sign. I was looking at Artosis' doe eyes.
Protoss Resident Sleeper, I said.
Ah.
And then like a picture of a hungry-looking wolf, and it said TP. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But anyways, real quick about Winter's Gate. It's one of our new maps. I do want to mention the mapmaker Maris. I had her on the Pylon show yesterday, along with Negative Zero and Avex, for a wonderful, almost 3-hour-long discussion about what it's like to make maps and get them into the pro scene. So definitely check that episode of the Pylon show out. There you go.
Okay.
You kidding me? 2 health? If this was StarCraft 1, there'd be 3 dead SCVs at that barracks right now.
Yeah, and there'd be an assimilator building on the Terran cats.
On both of them.
There'd be a pylon blocking the add-on for the factory, making the factory lift up, and then the probes going underneath the factory and blocking it from landing.
There's a goon at the bottom of the ramp that, because it's reverse ramp, can see up the ramp and shoot anyways. That's what would be happening right now in StarCraft 1, fellas.
Yeah. The probe harass in StarCraft 1 is pretty good.
God. Look at this. He just keeps building his buildings at the front.
Would you really be comfortable in your Nexus there with that thing from the Dark Crystal underneath it at the natural?
I gotta see that again. Yeah, I know the movie you're
They're
talking
making
about.
a Netflix series.
Are they?
Yeah, with all the same puppets and stuff. It's going to be so sick.
The same puppets?
Well,
I
I mean,
those puppets would
maybe
have
not the
fallen apart by
exact
now.
same puppets, but you know,
They still have those puppets? Where are you getting your information from?
Like, they're making a new Dark Crystal. It's going to be all CGI. I'm so excited. Because the worst part about Dark Crystal was those puppets. You know? Yeah. I hope it's just like all 3 of the Star Wars episodes.
Gosh.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3. I hope they have Jar Jar in the new Dark Crystal. That's what they need.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I need some comedy.
They need Jar Jar and all the Marvel superheroes, and I'm going to be totally happy. As long as Michael Bay's doing it. But look at that. Would you really be okay making your Nexus there? You'd be like, I think it's going to fall in that.
Yeah, that is a little bit
What is that, glass above that?
I would be okay putting a command center there, because if it starts to fall, you just lift it up.
You lift it out, yeah. Because if the Nexus just caves in on itself, it's like, you really built a base here?
I feel like
foundation.
The hatchery would probably just fill it up with creep.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
If you chrono boost a Nexus that's over that, did you know that the crystals underneath spin quicker?
Yeah. Did you know that if you're in Australia and you build there, the crystals go the other way?
That's true. I was watching Maynard's stream and it was going the other direction. It was crazy. Centrifugal force is crazy, man.
What's happening in this game? All right, he's getting cloaked with Banshees. That's cool.
Wow, you really sold me on that. I really think you think it's cool.
It makes him invisible. Did you know that? That's what cloak does.
By the way, these air blockers are kind of a neat take on the slowdown. By the way, something I learned yesterday. You know, these slowing force fields were originally red.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why'd they make them green?
I don't know. That's a good question. Just to make you think it buffs your units, maybe, so you get tricked and go into them.
Wait, I thought it healed me because it's green. Does it not? When my army gets damaged, I just send it over there and wait.
Yeah, every time I play Todd, he moves all his stalkers into there because he thinks it's going to heal him up.
He thinks it's a Warcraft 3 aura. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, we're having too much fun in this cast. So the Banshees come in, the Observer's going to be able to see it, but I don't have any, I don't see any Stalkers over here just yet, so he's going to recall, which of course will naturally force the Banshee out. Yeah, the Banshee getting 5 kills, and I don't even believe it took any hull damage.
No, I don't think so.
Yep, too quick. He gets the bunker. And he can actually juggle this. Oh, this could get really bad. Oh, TY is going to be in trouble town.
He has a siege tank on the high ground, so I think he's going to be fine. Takes a little bit of damage there, but the Banshee did some damage as well, so tit for tat. Third CC on the way. Starts his third CC during all this, so that shows you how scared he is. Not much at all.
Okay.
More and more SCVs actually going down there, though. Be careful about that.
Again, this Banshee, you know, when you look at the damage that Protoss did with the Stalkers compared to what this Banshee's done, Terran is getting such insane value.
Yeah, it's true. He's actually...
I'm sorry, it's 2 Banshees. I thought it was the same one that went around, but yeah, I mean, same thing, yeah. That is so much damage.
Well, it looks like he wants to blink into the main now, but there are 2 tanks, so yeah, okay, you get that out on, that's fine. I don't know about pulling those SCVs, to be honest. I'm a little bit nervous about TY losing too many workers here. Right now we're pretty even. Well, no, not pretty even. What am I talking about? That was Army Supply. Look at this. Look at that. 10 more workers. Just repositions that barracks for now. Makes a nice wall. Yeah, it seems like he's doing pretty good, but I think herO's not done. You know why I think that? Because he's warping even more Stalkers right now.
Yeah. No, he's... this is the herO we know and love. Now, he's actually... Yeah, that blink forward actually turned out to be really detrimental.
Oh!
You know, when you blink, when you do a forward blink, it's going to go one of 2 ways. Either it means you are going to dominate, or you are suddenly on top of his entire army, and he has more army than you.
Yeah, or sometimes it just is a pretty even trade, too.
Yeah. No, I think this is actually going to be pretty problematic here. I mean, he's going to come forward here. This is just too much damage he's suffering, and there is not an easy way to tech out of this. So if he doesn't make this work pretty quickly here, and I don't think it is going to work, that should be the end.
Yeah,
oh, man, this siege tank could get right in range.
The third siege tank, he's making another bunker. It's got this cloaked Banshee here. I don't. There's the Observer finally. Looks like he's thinking about blinking into the main again. But look at this, 4 tanks.
Yeah. He needs to siege up that last tank, by the way.
Well, you know what? If he actually attacks in this, you know what TY is going to say? Tanks for coming.
Thanks for the winner's match.
Yeah.
All right, so we're watching, herO probe the edges of TY's base. I don't know if this is going to be too.
He's got 13 Stalker stasis. He should either warp one in or kill one because this is an unlucky number.
He's going to try to do it again. Again, Siege Tank reigns supreme here. We're just going to eat so much splash damage. He does not even kill the bunker. Yeah, I think we're just going to watch herO just fizzle out here. I mean, there's just...
It's like eventually I win with this, right? No, you never knew!
Yeah. If the Blink Stalker timing doesn't win immediately, you're usually not going to win. GG.
Wow. Okay.
TY moves on to the winner's match, which means we have...
TY vs. Trap.
TY vs. Trap. Hell yes. And got to see a little bit of Winter's Gate. I like that.
What is this like for Sue right now? Right? Because Sue's commentating in TY's spot because he's playing.
Yeah.
He wants him to go forward, right?
Sue is once again in second place, as he's always... yeah, we have Sue casting today. TY's going to win the GSL and have to cast it. It's going to be the greatest moment ever. We're going to have to just end esports. Like, well, nope, he did that. That's... anyways, Trap vs. TY coming up next. You do not want to miss that. We'll be back after this short break.